What's up, everybody? Back for another Star Rail video. If you already saw this video, yes, don't worry, this is a different one. I ended up making a pretty rough mistake because I do enjoy Dragon Ball content. As you all know, Dragon Ball fans can't read. I'm part of that, I guess. So I'm gonna go over everything again because I still want to make that video. But good lord, this stuff is so much worse than I thought, man. Oh man. If you're free to play and you don't spend any money, more than likely the only real thing you're getting here is your choice between Luocha and Ruan Mei, and then the chance to get Blade Fushuan and Zele when you lose 50-50, which isn't bad, right? Those are good rewards, but a lot of this stuff is really just for spenders, right? And it's not like super cheap spending either, which is really, really unfortunate. I think Starrel unfortunately dropped the ball on this one, right? I will say it is like good rewards, right? Like Ruan Mei is huge. The fact that you can lose 50-50 to older special banner characters is crazy good. I will give them that. It is crazy good. However, when you lock most of the stuff behind a paywall for the anniversary, it kind of looks bad, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I think everybody can agree with me that Staro's at a spot where they need to be overly generous to their player base to kind of get them to get off their back about, you know, the whole power creep nonsense that we just had, the whole, this game's boring, some people are like, where's content? Freaking the whole global passive stuff, like it's rough. Anyway, let's very quickly go over it. So, as we know, Luocha and Runmei are going to be free from a new feature, right? This is a Golden Companion Spirit. How you obtain Golden Companion Spirits is one of them is given for free during the celebration from 3.2 to 3.4. Then, if you pull a character, a 5 star that is E6, you will get 1 silver companion spirit. When you have 2 silver companion spirits, you can exchange for the golden companion spirit. So pretty much every 2 extra copies after E6 you get of a 5 star, you can get 1 5 star of your choice from the shop. Obviously, they have to already be in the shop. They are going to update it. As of right now, it is Ruanmei, Luocha, and then the permanent 5 star characters. This does not include Fushuan, Zele, or Blade, unfortunately. Hopefully, they'll add that in the future. They do say right here, additional characters will join the exchange shop roster in future updates. And the last one is going to be spend a certain amount of money, which is unfortunate. I'm pretty sure it is the $100 pack and the $50 pack. The 2 biggest packs will get you enough to get this golden companion spirit. Which, I mean, it's anniversary, so like if you're gonna spend, you probably would buy it around this time, right? So I guess that's cool, but it is very unfortunate, right? Then we have the character warp optimization, right? Zele, Blade, and Fushuan. You can add them in. You can take out 3 characters of your choice. What I recommend is take out anyone that isn't Bronya and Himiko, and then keep whoever is the highest Eidolon Deuce. For me, Japard and Yanqing are E5, so I will take out Welt, Clara, and Bailu. And then I think when Bailu is getting close to announce for her buff, because I really do like how Bailu works, I just want her to have a cleanse. I think I'll substitute maybe Bronya or Himiko or something like that, and put Bailu back in. Maybe I'll do Jeopard or Yanqing if I haven't gotten them E6 by then. But this one is really solid. This is a buff to free-to-play players. Everyone's getting this. There's no paywall behind this, right? This and the free brew on Luocha, right? Then, right? This is just talking about the silver companion spirit nonsense. Here it is, right? This is why I am redoing the entire video. This is fucking awful. Like, actually horrendously bad, right? This even affects me, funny enough, right? So you can now exchange for 5-star light cones. This was extremely good because Zayla's light cone is very, very good universally for hunt. Blades can be used on, him, Arlen, or Mide. Runway's light cone is solid. I actually can't remember the full effect, right? But I mean, hey, right? It's cool. Then you have Fushuans and the Lochas, right? If you have an attack scaling healer, you use Lochas, all that good stuff, right? So even if you only can use like 1 light cone here, it's still a whole ass pity that you get to use on a different character. Now, granted, you could just lose 50-50 on that because this is a 75 chance to get the icon, but you don't have to summon on this. You could just get it through this shop, and they'll probably update this shop to have future characters, right? Let's say they add ratio to the 50-50 pull, and they put his Lycon on it. Boom, that's a really good Lycon right there. You get what I mean, right? Now, originally I thought the system was really, really good because the ways you can obtain this are when you spend a certain amount of money. This is a lot. I think it's like 3,000 or something like that. It's very low, right, for this one. So you'll probably hit it if you are a light spender. You can get 4 Lycon shards, boom, you're good to go. Or you get one from the battle pass and then from the nameless medal. Now, when I think of the battle pass, I think it's called the Nameless Glory. So I originally thought you got it for free, and then if you bought the battle pass, you could get a second one. Oh, no, 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 no. You have to get the actual battle pass to get one. You have to pay for the battle pass to get one, and you have to get the increased level, the one that comes with the icons and the fuel, for $10 extra to get 2 of them, which I think is awful. I only ever recommend if you really want the icons, right? So I don't normally buy it, and I'm not going to buy it because of the system. That means if you buy the base battle pass, you will have to wait 4 updates to buy 1 Lycon, which overall is still nice, right? But it's way worse than I thought it was. That means if you're free to play, this system is literally not for you. You literally have no way of getting any of these Lycons free to play. None of these are free to play. It is so sad. If you're gonna paywall it, at least give us 4 shards for anniversary, right? I would forgive them. Not really, but I would like be somewhat less salty if you could at least pick one of these. I'm like, okay, cool, free to plays can pick it. Awesome. That's great, right? But that's not the case. Free to plays, don't even bother looking at this. You ain't getting that shit. It is what it is, right? And that is just so bad, bro. Oh my lord. That is like, I was going, okay, free to play is huge, right? So free to plays get basically a free Ruan Mei or an E1 Ruan Mei, because, I mean, Lorch is cool, but Ruan Mei E1 is way better, right? Then, character warp optimization. Holy crap. You know, you have a chance to get, well, Blade and Zele aren't like the most insane characters, same with Fushuan, right? Blade is getting buffed, so Blade could be like absolutely disgustingly cracked, like mid-A level tier 0 ass character, and then they could buff Zele and Fushuan in the future, and they could be really fucking good, and you'd have dupes in them because you lost 50-50 to them. That's a good update. And then you can get a free Lycon. Nope, no Lycon, no Lycon. You still have to actually lose 50-50 of these characters. You can lose 50-50 and still just get Himiko forever and never get these characters. That is a possibility. So the only guarantee thing is this, right? And I'm not saying Ruan Mei is bad by any means, but she is kind of old. So if you had a chance between Ruan Mei or Tribi, you'd probably pick Tribi. And I imagine, you know, Starro could be a little funny, and they could drop a better break support. Like, imagine Ruan Mei's kit, but she does like 5 other things on a future character, right? It could be I forgot her name. I forgot what her name was. Elysia, the pink-haired chick that's like, we have like the Starro version. What if she is Ruan Mei, but better? Ruan Mei, so she gives speed, weakness break efficiency. She maybe like a sub DPS as well as being a support, and she just completely eclipses Ruan Mei. Not saying Ruan Mei will be bad, she's still a good pickup, but you know, it kind of be like, oh, why'd I just go for that character? Ruan Mei is still pretty old, which I already know people are going to take that out of context. Oh, she's like some trash character. No, she's still very, very good. But I wouldn't be surprised if Starro was like, damn, we really gave out Ruan Mei for free. Power creep the hell out of her, make someone who's even better that they'll want to summon on, right? But regardless of that, that's really all the free-to-players get. They get the Ruan Mei, which is still massive. But when your game is under scrutiny, there's the global, you implement a global passive, which everybody hates, bro. Like, I think Castoris is sick. I'm starting for Castoris regardless, because she has a giant purple dragon, and it's sick, right? It looks awesome. Bro, if they're, like, the global passive stuff, they can keep that shit. They can keep that, bro. When you have all that stuff, like, bro, I know Hoyoverse sees people talking about leaks, bro. Nobody liked it, and they still just did not give a damn, and they still implemented it. And then they have a super paywalled like Lycon banner along with the whole like character eidolon stuff, which is like most people won't have that. Like, I spent it, I don't have an E6 yet. I have 2 E5s, which is close, but unless you get like really lucky, I guess, and only put 1 character, you could have this free to play, right? and this will be helpful in the future for free to play. But I'm gonna be real with you, they're probably not going to last that long. They're probably going to quit Star Rail before they hit the E6 at this rate with how it's going. And this is still, like I said, a great update, but you still have to get lucky enough to actually lose the 50-50 and then actually get the 3 characters, which could happen instantly. It could straight up just legit never happen. I know people who don't have a single copy of Yanshin. Somehow they've dodged them through the standard banner. If they're losing 50-50s, they don't have Yanshin, right? Which is crazy, but it does happen, right? So it could happen for these 3 characters. I don't know, man. I was trying to look at it optimistically, but this whole system is just not great. Enjoy Ruanmei, though. Enjoy Ruanmei. Ruanmei, huge W to everybody's account. E1 Ruanmei, huge W to everyone's account. If you already have them, I don't know, treat yourself to an E2, I guess. I mean, Luocha is pretty cool, too. I like collecting characters, so I'm tempted just to pick the Luocha just to have him, right? But yeah, bro, I don't know. It's tough. It really is tough. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. This video is probably going to be posted rather later. There I go, drop my glasses. Than normal, just so I can have it out and then have my other videos out in the morning. But let me know what you guys think. I think this might just be another Star Rail L, apparently. They love doing that for some reason. Don't know why. But yeah, thanks for watching.